happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It's Janet Wakeland back with day 5 of our 8-day series of taking a sneak peek at the new suites of products that are in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Today you get a little glitz and bling. I have date night tonight for holiday cocktails with hubby. Let's go ahead and turn the camera around and take a look at a suite that I wasn't 100% sure of when I first saw it in the catalog, but decided to invest in it, and I am so happy that I have this suite. I've been really having some fun with it. You'll see that in the extra samples, and I've been mixing and matching it with some other fun products. So for those of you that this is your very first time joining one of my Facebook Live videos, what we're looking at are what's called suites of products. This is by no means all of the products that Stampin' Up! Has, but in each one of our catalog publications, Stampin' Up's artisans put together a coordinated suite of products that work really well together, can be ordered easily with the I Want It All Now button, which is what I like to call it, or all of the elements are available individually. All of the suites differ in price points and differ a little bit in what comprises a suite. They all, though, in common have a stamp set and pretty papers. In this case, in this bundle, you're going to see this suite, there's a great bundle, there's ribbon, there's embellishments, and there's 2 types of paper. So let's jump in first and let's take a look at the pretty paper. And let's set this off here to the side. The paper in this particular suite of products is as a 12 by 12, and you're going to have soft muted colors that kind of mimic, think the desert, think Grand Canyon, think the beautiful national parks of Utah if you've ever been to Arches and the canyons and things like that. That's what this is going to mimic a little bit for you. So great, beautiful patterns. A little bit of Sahara sand thrown in that kind of neutralizes it. Also has a little bit of, you think in New Mexico, you've got a little bit of that vibe happening. Cajun craze. Where are my green lovers? You're going to love this paper. Beautiful, beautiful prints. And then the other coordinating paper is this beautiful metallic paper here. Again, has a little bit of a foil shine, has a little bit of matte with the colors, and then it has gold in it as well. So that's the coordinating specialty paper, and then that's our 12 by 12 paper. Real quick, just to show you the coordinating products within the Stampin' Up! Core family line. You're going to have gray granite. The green, most prevalent, is soft succulent. You saw on the other side, if I was to flip some of these around, you have your pale papaya, your petal pink, and you've got your calypso coral, and then Cajun craze is also in there for you. And then these colors would also work with the metallics as well. Our suites of products are designed so that they do coordinate with our core cardstock colors and ink colors. One-stop shopping for everything that you need that gives you the beautiful look of coordination. I love that of Stampin' Up! And then also, I'll back up for a second, we do have gold foil. I missed that for a second. We have these great embellishments. You can see I've been working away on them, but you've got little moons, 2 different size sequins, and then these really fun teardrops. I love these gold teardrops. The ribbon is a beautiful velvet. Sorry about the ink on that piece there. I've got to get the ink off my hands before date night tonight, right? Try to look a little sophisticated. And then for the dies, let's get all of the dies in here. So with the dies, you're going to have elements that create frames. You're going to have some fun accent pieces. And then you have dies to cut the flowers. No fussy cutting required. But I want to show you a couple of tips about these dies here. When you cut just this die alone, you're going to have a nice background for stamps and images and things like that. So if you cut it just alone like that. But if you take and you layer these dies like this, they work together. And what I found is if I lay the inside die first and then position this one around. If I try to move this one, it bumps the other one. And then hold it together with a piece of washi tape or painter's tape or something like that. And then that's how you'll get the perfect frame. You'll have something just like that. Something else too is Stampin' Up! Has these great dies, these stitched framelit or stitched rectangle dies. And I want to show you how they do coordinate. So here is one of them here. It's going to give you a nice little border around. If I put it on here, you're going to see that. This one actually fits in here, and then if you want a little bit more of a border, there's another rectangle. So those are going to work great for you. This one here is a little different in that it only cuts holes. It doesn't cut an actual shape out. So it's going to give you, and you'll see this on a sample, it's going to give you just kind of an open look. You can either put colors behind it or just kind of enjoy the depth and the extra dimension that just having those openings have on that. Just to show you real quick the other elements, this one actually cuts and embosses. So you're gonna have that fun border. And I love that it's not Southwestern per se. It becomes Southwestern when I add it maybe with some of the design elements, but just on its own, it's just kind of a fun, beautiful geometric shape. So it's gonna be perfect for lots of different projects that you're working on. And it has a nice straight edge that you'll be able to line a greeting up along and do some fun things. This element here I can't put down. I've been having just a little too much fun with it. And then you've got a little bit of kind of a cactus looking piece of fauna, right? Flora and fauna. So let's set these aside and let's take a look at some samples to inspire you. We're on day 5. Does anybody yet have a favorite that they favorite sweet so far? So for this one here, I used the borders and I used balmy blue and seafoam green and then gold embossing and just lined them right up. This is the pretty foil paper. So Much Love for You is a sneak of a bundle that we will be showcasing during our catalog launch party. We're doing a full weekend coming up soon. And then we just kind of blinged out the whole thing and added a little bit there for you. This one here just created a flowering pot of desert plants, just to note some little rustic embellishments. I used pale papaya white and used vellum for the flowers, and I just kind of wanted to keep it in a color scheme. You know, of course you can always go more realistic if you wanted these to be greens or something, but I was trying to stick with the papers that were cut from the rectangle dies, the Cajun, and just kind of, again, keeping it within just a couple of colors. Just trying to be a little artsy, a little different, I guess. Here is one that features the flowers, and look at the depth that the stamps give you. That's just one inking, and look how beautiful. This is crushed curry and calypso. There's those background elements. There's a little bit of the cactus piece, the greeting from the stamp set. I love this one. For this one here, on the piece of white, I went ahead and stamped with Cajun Craze. And then I just simply spritzed it with water and kind of let it run and melt just a little bit, just to kind of give it that soft look. Here you can see those open cuts from the one die, and I backed it with Cajun Craze. There's the border, paper from the set, the little element. Let the fun begin. All kinds of reasons we could be having fun, right? To my daughter, just strips of all of that green. This is that fine sparkle paper. Again, one of the cool things is that sweets and products in the Stampin' Up! Catalogs aren't exclusive to each other. You're gonna find so much cross-coordination in our products. I love it. For me, it means that I don't have to run all over trying to find things that work. It means that when I buy things, it's gonna add value to things that I already own. So I absolutely love that. And okay, there we go. Let's flip that. We'll have to bend it. Put a little bit of glue to hold it down. It got scrunched, but real fun there. Getting a little fancier here. And in this case, I just cut a piece of crumb cake that was slightly larger than the opening of the frame. Lots of flowers, added a little bit of linen thread at the top, sending warm rays your way, and that does have that warm feeling, and just playing with some of the elements. And big shout out and hello, playing with our alphabet stamps again, and just layered everything up. So there's the bottom frame, there's the inside piece, there's a rectangle, hello and pale papaya, there's our beautiful ribbon tucked in there. And that little bit of foil just, I think, elevates it. So you've got a pretty card there. And then one more for you. So, nice slimline card. These flowers are from Dainty to Light. You'll be seeing that bundle. I played off of the greeting that says, "May the road ahead of you be brighter than the one behind you, lined with wildflowers and covered in sunshine." So I used the greeting kind of to direct where I want to go. And for me, that's a creative tip to share with some of you guys. Sometimes I let the greetings inspire. So in this case, I took the greeting literally and the word wildflowers and sunshine, and then I just simply stamped directly on the designer paper, tore it here. This image up top, this is our sunshine background stamp, and it's stamped directly on designer paper because that's where that little bit of shading comes in, is from the designer paper. And then this is just on vellum. Little tip for you, when you've got a big piece of vellum like this, if you cover the entire back with a smooth layer of liquid glue, just kind of smooth it out so that you can't really even tell it's there. So there's no lines or anything like that, just smooth it out. And then put it down, you're not gonna see any adhesive at all. So I told you I got a little carried away with this set. It was one I wasn't 100% sure of, and now I'm smitten. And I actually have 3 or 4 more samples laying over on my island in the studio here because I've just had so much fun with the different elements. So thank you guys so much. Real quick reminder, I gave you this reminder yesterday, but not in the first 3 videos. Many of these samples I will be coming back to you in January when the catalog goes live to actually make them step by step for you. So if in any of the videos you see a card and you're like, oh, I want you to make the So Much Love for Me card, or I really want you to make the To My Wonderful Daughter card, if you will comment and give that card a shout out in the comments below the video in which you saw the card, because I do go back and look at all the comments, I'll know which ones you guys want to learn how to make from start to finish. So I'll see you back here tomorrow, guys. We still have 3 more amazing sweets. Have a great day.